Hello friends, this is Shalu. Welcome to CPP Flix YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll explain about a new concept, inline variable, which was introduced with C++ 17 standard. The happy news is that inline specifier can be applied to variables, just like functions. I know most of us are familiar with inline functions. I'm not going into its minute details, but I will just brief what is inline with functions. The guaranteed effect of inline as applied to a function is to allow the function to be defined identically with external linkage in multiple translation unit. In practice, that means defining the function in a header that can be included in multiple translation unit. Also, the compiler will replace an inline function call with its function definition. Explain with an example. Suppose I have a function which is declared as inline in a header file, file1. I have included this header file file1 at different places. Maybe I have included this file in 5 different source file in my project. Even though it's included multiple times, the compiler won't throw any error because it will take only one definition for that function because it is declared as inline. It will follow one definition rule for that inline function. C++17 extend this possibility to variables as well. There are two use cases with inline variables. I will explain one by one. The first use case is, as I already explained, inline variable is allowed to be defined in multiple translation unit. It also follows the one definition rule. If this inline variable is defined more than one time, the compiler merges them all into a single object. I will show an example for this. In my project tree, there are two header files, example1.h and example2.h. Also, there are two source files, example.cpp and main.cpp. In example1.h, I have declared a global variable gval and as initialized it with some value. I have included this header file at different places in this project tree. Firstly, I have included example1.h in example2.h header file. Also in the main, I have again included example1.h and example2.h. So it's like multiple inclusion of example1.h. Our compiler is brilliant enough. It will identify that error like multiple definition of gval is there because of multiple inclusion of example1.h. See, it will show there are multiple definition of gval. With C++17, we got a solution for this. If we declare this variable as inline, then the compiler will follow one definition rule for this. Even though it's included at different places, it will take only one definition for that inline variable. See, now the error is not there. The second use case is this. Before C++17, we cannot initialize static variables directly inside the class. We have to define them outside the class. But with C++17, an inline static data member can be defined in the class definition. Here, as an example, in this header file, I have a class definition student. This class contain a static data member of integer type, and I have to initialize the static data member outside the class. I cannot do it like this 45, then it will throw an error. I can initialize it like this only outside the class. But with C++17, inline static data members can be initialized within the class. If I make this static data member inline, I can do its initialization from the class itself. See, from the main it's printing 53. No need to initialize the static data member outside the class. So I think inline variables brought solution for two of our existing problems. Thanks to C++17. That's all for today. Bye bye.